Hey guys, come join me on this wonderful day for this workout. It's a YMCA workout. Just a little flex here, show my progress. It's not looking too bad. Looking good there, showing the back. Here we go. So I start out with some hyperextensions, and I go into gag squats. These are just warm-ups before I get started with the actual workout. Just hyperextensions again. I do gag squats after this, but I didn't show them. I just wanted to show these because of the 25 pounds. Then I hit some warm-ups. Let me get my legs nice and warm. Stretch out the obliques just for the ab and the core motion. Stretch out the arms, the leg, obviously. I have a longer stretch out routine, but I want to keep it short here because the gym was about to close and I didn't want to spend too much time there. But it was pretty good. And I started working with the bar, trying to get my wrists right and some mobility in there. And I started doing some pulls. These warm-ups are really good for me. They end up working for me. It's good for me to spend some time doing warm-ups because the weights get really heavy when I do Olympic lifts. So these are really good. Hitting some muscle snatches here. She felt pretty good here. I think this is 0.25s. They look pretty good. Kind of awkward, but it's okay. I had some front squats. Just preparation for all the heavy front squats later with the clean and jerks. Straightening out my back because it's starting to get tight in here. But yeah, finish out the front squats and then move on. All right, here we go, getting started. Starting out with the 45-pounder. These are just cleans. I realized I was only doing power cleans at first. Later on, I'll catch up, and then I started doing the normal cleans where you dip all the way down. Yeah, the power cleans still look good. I need to dip a little bit lower. That one wasn't even a dip at all. So it's supposed to be 2 power cleans in a front squat, or 2 normal cleans in a front squat, not power cleans. Yeah, and then we move on pretty soon. I'm just chilling out here. The weights get really heavy. I try to give myself a lot of good rest in between the sets, because my body kind of tenses up as it should for everybody else. But straight back into it. The same thing. It's just like a 2 and a 1, or 3 and a 1, 3 and a 2, which is 3 front squats and then, or 3 cleans and then 2 front squats. Yeah, I mean, the dip is good, but could be a lot better. It's good for me to watch myself doing these because I get to see all the mistakes I make. I was just throwing up the weight there. I did not need to do that. But it's okay. Sometimes it's good to figure out what your limits. All right, here we go. Back at it. This is the same weight. I'm hitting it for a 3rd time. Dipping a little bit more there, but I think that at this point I've just been doing it wrong. I mean, the power cleans are still good. They're a lot better here. I'm going a little bit lower. Good catch. Ooh, my arms are kind of weird. It looks like one shoulder is a little bit more flexible than the other. I'm gonna have to work on that. Good catch, trying to get the weight out so it doesn't roll and disturb everybody else. But here we go. Added, I think I added a 5 here, so it was 145 pounder. So not too bad for me. Still pretty light. Oh yeah, and the way I bend isn't quite amazing either. Oh, that dip, that was good. That's what I was supposed to be doing the whole time. Is a little dip at the end, like going all the way down, kind of touching the ground with my butt, and then I hit a power clean again because I was just so used to doing it at this point. But this is just two cleans and a front squat. The weight hasn't gotten super heavy yet, so good. Same thing, just hitting it for a second time. Well, I think these are, I can't tell what weight these are, but I think this is an up weight from what I just did previously. Okay, another power clean. Are we getting there? Good. Okay, I think I go all the way down this time. Yeah, look at me. There I go, practicing. It's so weird to watch. My shoulders are just like disproportionate, and there we go, all the way down. Yep, good power, good clean there. All right, right the weight. Here I believe that is a 10 and a 5. Just standing around there. But usually I go pretty heavy. My max tends to be around 185 because I don't do Olympic lifts all the time. I do it just once in a while. I would say every other day is probably the best thing for me, and then I try to hit normal weights after that. Just the normal, like back, all the different parts of the body. Here we go though. Okay, it's not bad, very good. Dipping all the way down, which is perfect, exactly what I want to see. Take a little bit of time in between just to set myself up. Then I take a deep breath. Yeah, the pulls also needs to be worked on, but the pull after the weight hits my hip, unfortunately. But it's very good to watch myself do these because usually I'm not able to see what I'm doing wrong. And I also need to find a way to get a side view because that could help me as well a lot more. Stretching out here, starting to get tight, super tight. At this point, I haven't even really started, but I think I'm about halfway through the clean and front squat workout. This is second weight for, no, these are pulls, okay. Pretty good pulls. I should have had snatch grip here. That would have helped me a lot. But it's not too big of a deal. Doesn't totally ruin the vibe. It's just better to have snatch grip for pulls because it'll kind of engage your lats more and help you better in the long run. Okay, these are a little bit heavier. Looks like a 10, a 5, and a 2.5. This is 2.5. That's 30, about 170. Is about 170. I love these lifts. They're just so compact, full of compound stuff. I love functional lifts. They just get me going. Back at it again. Oh yeah, I'm testing this weight out because it's getting a little heavy, but not too heavy. Not too heavy. This is a 185 for pulls. So we're gonna try to pull this. Shouldn't be too horrible. I've done this many times, so just need to make sure I have my form correct. Okay, it's not bad. Not a bad lift. Do it 4 times. Try to get right back into it so I can get it, rep them out. Yeah, not bad. It's looking like I have to engage. I watched a video about this, but tensing up your shoulders before the weight hits your hip makes it really hard for you to get momentum and for you to accelerate the weight. So I also need to work on that. But so far, so good. Looking good. Looking really good. And then I hit it for a 4th set. Didn't go as high, but we made it. We made it. Got the weight. I've been trying to add the weight on the sides here. Or maybe clips, I think, because I'm going to be attempting to clean and jerk this weight. So this is my favorite part of the workout because I actually get to see what all the work I'm putting in, whether or not it pays off. I'm just testing out here because I don't want to put the weight on and, this is a 1 rep max trial, so I wanted to test out and make sure I'm catching the weight properly because I never really do. It's so awkward because you have to bend your knees while your arms are in the air and then bend your knees again. It's hard to explain, but that's what you have to do when you catch the weight. Yeah, it seems like my right arm goes up more than my left arm. There's a little bit of a stiffness there that I need to work on. And there are exercises for that. They have shoulder mobility exercises with the bar that I do. I'm practicing there for the lift. Here we go. Gonna lift it at some point. All right. Taking a deep breath, making sure I bend my knees correctly. Making sure I'm tensing at the hip. Ooh, and then I barely catch it. My knee hits the ground, but it's not a bad lift. I think that's because of some ankle stiffness, but I hit the weight. I try to practice my clean jerk stance. Try to catch the weight there, but I didn't catch it as well as I wanted to, and it's okay. We moved on to some back bench squats. These are pretty good for explosiveness. They also mimic the motion when you're just getting off the floor and you're trying to push the weight up after cleaning it. So these are great for that motion. I try to be explosive from the bottom up. get some power, as much power as I could. Yeah. Not bad. And then we'll go up in weight pretty soon. Just walking around aimlessly. I try to walk around and not have too much music in my ears. I was just grabbing plates, but usually I'll walk around, look around, try to stay in the mindset of it. And here we go again. I added 5s here, so it's not that much heavier. It's a 60 on each side. It's about 165, so not too bad. Did about 4 with these. These are good. I have a training program that I use. So I usually just follow the training program, and then every other day I'll just hit either legs, shoulders, chest, triceps, back. It's just like a normal lift day, but then in between I'll do my Olympic lifts because that's what I enjoy doing, and I do cardio. I had to return the bench there, so I had to back up all the way and then get that out of the way. But this is my last set. Looking pretty good. I think this is 185. So not too bad. But these don't have too much of a problem. I was just noticing all the weaknesses in my Olympic lifts, and this is a very good way to find out. I had a chest day. I usually prefer to do for bench kind of reps. I'll do more big dumbbells than the barbell, because it just gives me more flexibility and more ability to move the weight out more, angle my arm out more. I don't really enjoy the straight lift. I'll do it from time to time. It's very fun, but in terms of just how my shoulder feels, it feels a lot better when I can just use the dumbbell. It's very much better for me. Moving up in weight. This is good. Yeah, these feel really good, and then I get up to 70, and all of a sudden it just starts to feel hard. I haven't really gone past 70 yet. I'm just trying to keep it in that general area, about 40 to 70. So I'll do 4 sets of 8 to 10. Form's looking pretty good. I try to make sure I'm going down evenly and coming up evenly, pushing evenly on both sides. I think I did a pretty good job. Excuse me. I think I did a pretty good job here of keeping the weight even and going all the way down and coming all the way up. Okay. Now we're at 60. Still doing pretty good. Hit these with ease. Some good stuff. After this, I did some incline bench press, and I didn't take a video of it because it's just awkward to do that. But I'm gonna have to start finding a way to. I might have to buy a tripod or something and put it down next to me. But here, just trying to get the 70s out, get ready mentally. This is definitely the hardest part of the lift. That's okay though. I don't mind struggling. Doesn't matter too much to me. Okay. These are the 70s. Here we go. Anytime now. Yeah, these are hard to lift up for sure. They're pretty heavy. But I also realized from just that little area right there, little timestamp, that I really need to try to work on my curls with dumbbells. But obviously 70s are crazy. I don't need to be doing that. I try to stick to functional workouts more and avoid going crazy on things like that. There's no reason for me to be curling 70. There's just no advantage for me to do that, so try to keep it simple. I already feel me struggling, but it's good. Still good. Still looking good. Yeah, these are good. These are good. Good reps. Good reps. I'm using a little bit of a chest pump in there, lifting my hip off the bench, but still got the workout done. It was a long day yesterday. Spent a while at the gym. I do enjoy these types of lifts, but I really more enjoy Olympic lifts. They're just more fun for me. Then we move on to chest flies. Not too bad. I start off with 20s, then I go up to 25, and I hit 2 more reps with the 25s, or 2 more sets with the 25s. Try to go all the way, get a large range of motion on these for developing the chest. Make sure everything looks good. Then we move on to skull crushers. Yeah, showing the motion right there. A little bit. There we go. Adjusting ourselves. We go all the way down, all the way up. I extend just below my head to try to keep and then I switch my grips, because I think it just helps. That's just how I do it. I think it's in terms of working out evenly, it just works better for me to switch the grips. It's a little bit of a weird thing, but I'll just wrap my whatever thumb I'm using to lift around, and then I'll switch. And then this is the last workout of the day, triceps. Try to make sure the weights do not touch each other, and they're just floating, kind of. So I keep an extension the whole time, and I keep my triceps engaged the whole time. These were fun, pretty good stuff. I try not to go. I'm not really trying to get to that point yet. It was just supposed to be more of a simple workout, so I'm not trying to go super heavy. I'm just making sure I have enough tension in there to get a good workout in, get a good stretch in. Like I said, I like to walk around, just stare at the TV sometimes in the gym. Not too bad. I'm looking around. Or I was looking at myself in the mirror, checking out the triceps. That rep is a little... For most of these reps, they were pretty good. Pretty proud of the work. There we go. Last rep. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.